The myth of Io is one of the most touching and complex stories in ancient Greek mythology. It tells the tale of a mortal woman, a priestess of Hera, and her long, arduous wanderings caused by Zeus's divine infatuation. Io's story combines elements of drama, adventure, and profound symbolism. Today, we will explore her origins, the key events of her myth, and its significance for both ancient culture and later eras. The origins of Io. Io was the daughter of Inachus, an ancient river god whose name is associated with the Inachus River in Argolis. In Greek mythology, river gods like Inachus played a crucial role as protectors of nature and sources of life. Inachus was also regarded as one of the earliest kings of Argus, and his lineage traced back to primordial deities embodying the forces of nature. Io's mother is named differently in various versions of the myth. Some sources call her Melia, while others refer to her as Argaea. These variations emphasize Io's divine ancestry and her close connection to the natural world. Argos, the city where Io was born, was one of the oldest cities in Greece and a significant religious center. The region was renowned for its sanctuaries dedicated to Hera, the wife of Zeus, who was worshipped as the goddess of marriage, family, and protector of women. In her youth, Io became a priestess of Hera, serving in the goddess's temple. This role highlighted her purity, devotion, and high social standing. The plot of the myth. The myth of Io is a tale of love, jealousy, and trials. It begins when Zeus, the king of the Olympian gods, falls passionately in love with a mortal woman. However, his infatuation sets off a chain of events that forever changes Io's fate and cements her place among the great heroines of mythology. Io, as a priestess of Hera, was renowned for her exceptional beauty and virtue, which drew Zeus's attention. Smitten with her, Zeus sought to win her over. Yet, fearing Hera's jealousy, known for her wrath and unrelenting nature, when it came to her husband's infidelities, Zeus acted in secret. According to various versions of the myth, Zeus initially tried to meet Io in secret, cloaking their relationship under a veil of clouds. However, Hera, growing suspicious, began watching her husband closely. To hide Io from Hera's gaze, Zeus transformed the girl into a beautiful white kuh. This transformation, while protecting Io from Hera's immediate wrath, trapped her in her new form. Hera, suspecting Zeus's intentions, demanded the cow as a gift. Zeus had no choice but to comply, and Hera placed Io under the watchful guard of Argus Prometheus, a giant with 100 eyes, who never fully slept. Some of his eyes were always open. Argus continuously monitored Io, ensuring she could not escape. To free Io, Zeus enlisted the help of Hermes, his clever and eloquent son and messenger. Hermes approached Argus while playing a reed pipe and told him a long, mesmerizing story. The soothing music and tale lulled even the ever-watchful Argus to sleep. Once all of Argus's eyes were closed, Hermes killed him. To honor her faithful guardian, Hera placed Argus's eyes on the tail of the peacock, a bird sacred to her. Io's wanderings, Io's release from Argus, did not end her suffering. Enraged by the death of her servant, Hera sent a gadfly to torment Io relentlessly, stinging her and driving her into ceaseless wanderings. The gadfly became the source of Io's endless journey across many lands and seas. Io's long path included crossing Greece. She left a mark on several locations, with some toponyms linked to her name. For example, the Bosphorus Strait, meaning Cow's Ford, was named after the spot where Io swam from Europe to Asia. Traveling through Asia Minor, Thrace, and the Caucasus, according to some versions, Io encountered Prometheus, chained to a rock during her journey. Prometheus foretold the end of her suffering and the birth of a son who would become a great ruler, reaching Egypt. Her travels eventually ended in Egypt, where she finally found peace. Once Io arrived in Egypt, Zeus, moved by her suffering, restored her human form. In Egypt, Io gave birth to a son, Epaphus, who became the legendary founder of Egypt's royal dynasty. His descendants were believed to play a pivotal role in connecting Greek and Egyptian cultures. It is symbolic that Egypt marked the end of her trials. In ancient myths, Egypt was often associated with wisdom, prosperity, and cultural synthesis. Thus, Io's story concludes on a positive note. Her suffering ends, and she gains a new life and a vital role in the mythological narrative. Conclusion. The myth of Io is a tale filled with tragedy, suffering, and trials, yet it is also imbued with hope for renewal and redemption. It illustrates how the intervention of gods in mortal lives can profoundly alter their destinies, highlighting the eternal conflict between human vulnerability and divine power. The story of Io transcends the boundaries of ancient Greece. It connects different cultures and lands, Greece, Asia Minor, and Egypt, reflecting the pivotal role of myths in shaping a shared cultural space in the ancient world, whose journey reminds us of the importance of resilience and faith, even in the face of the most challenging circumstances. This myth has left a lasting legacy in global culture. For centuries, it has inspired poets, playwrights, artists, and sculptors. Even today, echoes of this story can be found in literature, art, and various expressions of human creativity. The myth of Io is not merely a tale of gods and mortals. It is a profound symbol of overcoming adversity, seeking freedom, and finding a renewed purpose in life. Perhaps this is why it remains relevant even now, reminding us of the power of perseverance and the importance of hope.